Hi guys, Colesy, and today I have a box here of fun, nostalgic things. So if you're into Nintendo and Game Boys, then this might be right up your street. It's going to be me looking at some old Game Boys, which are really nostalgic for me, because the Game Boy Color was my first Game Boy, and I played the Pokemon games on those, you know, like Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Gold. So there's a lot of nostalgia, and recently I've been on a bit of a buying spree of picking up these old Game Boys and games I used to have. I haven't actually played with any of them, that's the fun thing. Well, we'll start with this one. This little boy here. So I'm going to put the box down. First things first is this bubble wrap item. So, if we open this up, we can see it's an original... Where's the camera? It's an original Game Boy. I believe it's called a DMG. Original Game Boy, you know, the really old ones. Now, I didn't have one of these personally. A friend of mine had one down the street. Now, you might notice here, it's not in the best of conditions. It's a little bit, it's missing its entire screen, well, I guess protector, that's technically the screen. Other than that, that looks actually a nice quality screen. Now, I don't know a lot about these. I don't know about restoring them or any of that stuff. Is there any batteries in it? There's no batteries in it currently. It's a bit rattly, actually. Has got a little bit of rattle to it. There's some Mario Golf in it though. I'm pretty sure I have turned this on and it does work. The reason I bought this, and the reason I bought this in like such a... It's not awful condition, but obviously without the screen lens, whatever it's called, it's not great. But I think I picked this up for about 25, 30 pounds maybe, and I've had it a while, and the intention here is to recase it and sort of repair it / upgrade it. And that's a bunch of other things I've got in the box. So I'll move the Game Boy over. Most of the things that are in the box are items sort of like this. They are pieces / parts for repairing or upgrading Game Boys. Multiple different Game Boys. Now I'm pretty sure this, I think I've got 2 of these, but I'm pretty sure one of these at least, I don't know whether it's this one. Oh, this one, that seems to be a screen for a Game Boy Advanced, I believe. I spoke to somebody who knew more about Game Boys than I did, but I'm pretty sure that one of these, or maybe both of these ones, are screens and boards and stuff. Like, that is a board. I'm dropping it. I'm pretty sure that this is a board for the original Game Boy, and then I think there is a screen in here. Yeah, to go with it. So this is kind of like the entire, I think it's like an entire kit to replace the board and screen to like a new LCD kind of screen, upgraded from the old screen. And I think it's for the original Game Boy, if I'm not mistaken, or I'm not forgetting. But that's what a lot of the things in the box that I bought was. I got this box at an auction because it had a couple of Game Boy related items in it, and I thought, oh hey, I'll grab those. So they were just some cases, but I didn't realise it actually came with all the rest of this. Yes, I've got a couple of those. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure what they are for the original. If not, they're for the Color, which is handy because I also have a Game Boy Color. Before we go and look at the Game Boy Color, there's another thing that I want to show you to do with the original Game Boy, which is something else I'm planning to upgrade this with. I have also got an alternate case. So, this is the alternate case that I have, and you can see that it comes with the lens. Now it's a Pokemon themed one, which I really like. It's blue on the back, and I really like the look of it. And I know that this is classic, but it doesn't hold any nostalgia for me, this particular classic look, so I think I'd rather go with this Pokemon one. So my plan is that I'm going to take any components I need out of the original one, put it into this, and hopefully upgrade the screen and stuff in the process. It's something I have never done before. I don't know what I'm doing particularly. I mean, I've dealt with a few repairs on a few electronics, like replacing screens in iPhones like a while ago, like iPhone 4, 5, 6 maybe. I've fixed a Joy-Con. I've also broken a Joy-Con, so potentially I think I could do it. But this is what I'm wanting to do, and hopefully I'm gonna, you know, do at least a video, if not a few videos about upgrading this, because it's going to be a process for me. But this is what I want to do. So I want to upgrade this from here to put into here, so that we have a really nice original Game Boy, but obviously with an upgraded case and screen and stuff, but you know, original Game Boy that plays original Game Boy games like Mario Golf. I do also have a couple of other original Game Boy games. So, this was the kind of case that I saw in the box, which is why I bought the entire box at auction. It was an online auction, so you can't like look through it to see what else was in there. But briefly talking about what else was in there, we've got a clear Game Boy Color a clear Game Boy Color case. I believe it's a color. I guess it could be a light, but I assume that this is a color. I don't know the difference. I didn't even know a Game Boy Light really existed. Never heard of those until I started looking into buying these Game Boys again. So it seems to have these green buttons. I think my girlfriend might like that color, but I don't think I'm going to use this. And there's a particular reason for why I'm not going to use this. Nothing to do with this case particularly, but I have a Game Boy Color, and it's the one I had as a child. Like, it's the color and like the type I had as a kid, and so I don't want to upgrade that case. The screen maybe, possibly, because, you know, that's just going to bring it more into modern times, but case-wise, I want to keep the original color case that I had like when I was a kid. So yeah, that was also in the box. As well, we have this SP case, which is obviously a Pikachu one. I assume this is a reproduction. I'm pretty sure they did make, well, I'm definitely sure, I'm 99% sure this is a reproduction case, but they did make these. But this is kind of cool. If I could find an SP, I might consider upgrading into this case, because it's a cool looking case. I really like it. I think it looks really nice, and would try and steal the badges and stuff off of the original case. So if anybody knows of anyone that's selling one, maybe one that's slightly beaten up or something, I'd be interested maybe. So yeah, there's that. Those came in the box all together with a lot of with the screen parts and stuff. I also got like an entire bag of screwdrivers, which I assume is to fix them. I also got a bunch of these, which are cases. I'll just open one. They're pink or blue. I think I have like 6, 7 of these. These are cases for DS Lights. So if I open it, you can see that this is a DS Lite case. So this is all the stuff and buttons to replace the casing of a DS Lite. Again, I do have a DS Lite with me, which is actually like one of, well, it's not mine, it's my girlfriend's that I managed to dig out that she didn't want anymore. So potentially I wouldn't mind, I'm thinking about maybe using half a pink and half a blue and making a blue and pink, because I do like those colours and they're sort of the colours of the channel, and making sort of like a blue-pink cased DS Lite. But here's the thing, I have heard that is very complicated to mess around with the case of a DS, because there's like a wire that goes in the hinge and stuff, so I don't know. Originally that was going to be like the first Game Boy that I attempted to like do any sort of modding with, because I thought it didn't matter to me as much, because I was like, it's just a DS Lite, you can pick those up pretty cheaply. And it was just a case switch. Well, at least I thought it was just a case switch. Turns out that that's very complicated, because I guess it's a more up-to-date Game Boy than the old Game Boys, like the colour and stuff. And so apparently it's quite difficult. So I don't know whether that'll be the first Game Boy I do, but it's something I would like to look at. I also have this, which appears to be some sort of TV cable. It's your classic, you know, yellow, red, white, triple colour. But it also has this connector, which I believe is the Game Boy connector. Now, on here, on the screen, I don't know whether you can see it. Where is it? V5 no TV version. Now, I'm not sure if the other one says TV version, but here's my guess from not knowing about these parts. I'm going to guess that the TV version means that you can create a Game Boy, an original Game Boy, I assume, that you can then plug into a TV, which is quite cool and very different, and I'd like to try and do that if I have the right parts. Do I? I have this one, which says V5 TV version. So my assumption is, there's another screen. My assumption slash hope is that one of these is technically the TV version. That does say TV version, so I'm gonna hope it's that one. But that one would be the one I'd try and do if I'm going to try and do either of... If I'm going to try and do one of those screen slash board replacements on the original, I'm going to try and do the TV version because it sounds freaking cool. We're on to more Game Boys now. So this is the old DS Lite that was my girlfriend's when she was younger, and she let me steal it, and I also got a bunch of games, but It's a pink Nintendogs. We got a whole bunch of games in there. They're all kind of boring. The Guitar Hero was kind of cool, I guess. I used to like playing that. But yeah, she was more of a, you know, what, High School Musical, Deal or No Deal? I don't know what that is. Imagine. What's this? Oh, Mario Sonic at the Olympics. That's kind of cool. Sweet Life. I have Zack and Cody. That, yep, no. So yeah, you know, My Happy Kitchen. Yeah, she's got a lot of games in here that are weird. I think I did charge it, so it does turn on. The hinge is a bit loose, you would say. So again, that's another reason why I think changing the case might be good. There we go, it's just loading up that game, which I don't want to play. She's also got these, so she has a lot of games in here. This here, it says M3DS Real Movie Player. So this, I think, is just an adapter, and then it's got like a little SD card in it. So I think the idea is that this can run a bunch of ROMs on it. I think that's the idea, but I'm not entirely sure what, if anything, it has on it. So let's have a look, shall we? No, apparently there's nothing in there, so 0. That's how many games are on there. But potentially, I could put games on it and play it. So there's that one that I wanna mess around with. I do wanna like customize in some way. Take this horrible like plastic Nintendo's case. I don't like this, but take this pink off and change it for like a translucent-y one. So I think that'll be cool. That's the second Game Boy. That one, just more of a practice. I wouldn't be distraught. I don't think my girlfriend would be distraught if I broke that one either, which I'm hoping I won't do. But like I said, they are quite complicated to mess with apparently, so don't know. Now onto the most exciting thing in my opinion. So it is this. So it's in a little Nintendo case, carry case, which, I mean, honestly, that doesn't bother me. It's just a cool extra. But this is my Game Boy Color. Now, I bought this from somebody. I think I got it for a fairly good price. I think I paid... Again, I can't remember, honestly, 40, 50, maybe, but I was quite happy to pay that. They seem to go a lot more expensive than that, and I wanted this specific colour of Game Boy Color because it's the same colour that I had when I was a kid, and I played Pokemon and stuff. So, I really wanted this specific one, and I was hunting around, and when you start getting specific, like wanting a certain colour, it tends to get more expensive. So, let's open it up, and you can share in some of my childhood nostalgia with me. Here it is. A purple, or grape, if you want to call it that, you can see the camera. A grape-coloured Game Boy Color. And this thing is like, I think, real nice condition. Like, to me, this looks damn near perfect. I have put some batteries in there so I can check it out a little bit, but this looks damn near just... I mean, I think this is beautifully good condition to me. This is perfectly usable condition. It's nice. It's not too scuffed up. It's obviously been used. It's not like a pristine in package, you know, thing. But I don't want that because I do actually kind of want to play this. Now, what I might want to do with this is I might want to replace the screen with like an LCD screen, an upgraded screen, because let's face it, the screens on these things were never that good. You'll probably remember sitting in the car trying to play this at night while your parents or whoever was driving, and you would have to wait for each street light to go past for you to be able to see the game. So it'd be nice to have like a backlit LCD screen, so I think that's one thing I would like to do to this, but again, I'm slightly torn about that because I sort of don't want to change the standardness of it, the originalness of it, but I think just to upgrade the screen and keep everything else the same, maybe if there is some way to upgrade the battery so that we don't go through AA battery so quickly, that might be a good idea to do as well. I don't know. So I don't know how much, but I want it to look, at least from the outside, before you turn it on, to be, you know, pretty stock, pretty standard. Because, like I said, this is what I had as a kid, and it's very sort of sentimental / nostalgic for me. So we can turn it on, and hopefully you guys will be able to see sort of what happens. So I'll sort of angle it. There we go. And look, I'll just put it up to the microphone so you can hear the little ding. I don't know whether you can hear that. Like, the classic ding is there. I'm just going to show you the last stuff we have, which is just a few games that I think came with this Game Boy. If I'm not mistaken, it might have come with the original. But it's a real hodgepodge of games in here. So we've got Star Wars, which I don't know if I've ever played, so that's an original Game Boy game. Not sure if I've played that. Toy Story Racer. That's a colour, as you can see by the bump up here, which means it won't fit in an original. Thunderbirds. Again, colour. And we have Super Mario Land. That's what it says. I could hardly tell because of the... There we go. Yeah, it's a bit scuffed up, but it's used. It's used. It's well loved. Oh, and then I've got this Star Wars: The New Droid Army, which is for the only Game Boy I have that can play this is the DS. But I don't really care other. I figured it might be fun to plug in the Game Boy, and particularly with one of my favourite games, which is Pokemon Blue. I bought myself a Pokemon, I think this is original. As far as I could tell, this is like a genuine cartridge. I would like to have a real one, Pokemon Blue. Again, I didn't pay a lot of money for this either, because I am going to play it. I don't need it in box or something. I might get a reproduction box for it, just for my own fun. But I figured, let's put this into the colour, turn it on, and we'll see if they've got any saves on it. That's kind of what I believe it's saved to the game? Oh, I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to hear this. I'll record some after the fact. Yeah, that's not going to get picked up on the mic so well, but oh, that is some classic. It's such a dim screen. It really is. I'm trying to get the angle. It's a very dull screen. That's why I would like to upgrade it. Is there any saves on here? Oh, there is a continue! Right, so this is not mine, I don't think. They've got 1 badge, 3 Pokemon. Right, we're gonna have a look. I just want to see what their Pokemon are and what they called them. They've got Ratty and Char. Sorry, I assume a Charmander and a Rattata. This is the first time I've played Pokemon Blue in not years. I haven't played it so long. This is some nostalgia for me though, playing this. I can't see, I can only see via the screen. If I actually look at the angle I have it now, it's so dull. So I have to actually look at the camera recording to be able to see this, but... Dude. I can't wait to play some Pokemon through on this. So yeah, I like the fact that somebody actually they've got their save on it and everything. For some reason, I don't know if I've played Star Wars, but something tells me that I've played Star Wars. Now, it's an original Game Boy game, but I can't play it on the colour. Because, same with Blue, this is actually original because it hasn't got the bump. You can see with these, they've got the bump on them, which means they can only fit in here, they wouldn't fit in an original. But if it can play on an original, I believe it can play on this. So, again, we're going to angle it towards the light. Star Wars. I don't know, it's weirdly ringing a bell. I've definitely played this, haven't I? I can only play by looking at the screen, so when I die in like a second's time, I've definitely played this. Dude, it's so strange that I just died. All the nostalgia's coming back now. Like, I didn't think I'd played this game. I didn't think I'd seen this game before. Now, you gotta avoid that drop. There's a big... I can't do the jump. If I can actually see it myself, I wonder if I can play it. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this so vividly now that I've actually started playing it. Such a strange... I remember playing this game. I don't know. I guess I must have had it. I just didn't realise I had this game. Oh, we're winning. That was a drip. Avoid the drip. Is there an enemy soon? I'd like to kill an enemy, please. I died. I died again. Okay, well that was Star Wars. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Here we are, we're playing some Mario. I died. Mario died. Again, I'm only able to see when the light is shining directly on it from the studio light. Let's see if I can. I was gonna say let's see if I can beat World 1. Not a chance. There is not a chance I'm gonna actually beat this first world. Dead. Okay, well Mario works. Like I said, I want to upgrade these things and hopefully maybe you guys are interested in seeing that. If you are, you got to let me know. That just helps me know that you guys would like to see that. The last thing I want to test. When I bought that Pokemon Blue, the seller actually sent me this as well. It was a bundle. It wasn't a bundle. It's to a bundle. They sent me Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. So I got kind of 2 Pokemons. I've never played Blue. I've never played Mystery Dungeon. Blue or I assume red? I don't even know. Have a little go with it, see if this works. Lovely to have like a lovely backlit screen again. I can actually see. I wonder if they've actually played this. If there's any save Pokemon on it. Saved Pokemon, I should say. 2006 apparently. Jesus. Okay. I don't know how this game starts, so I don't know if this is the start of the game? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Why is it not using the top screen yet? I don't know. Right, press start. We have a continue! We have a continue. Resume your last adventure log? What's that? Oh, I can check my career. Friend rescue. Trade items. Right, let's go adventure log. I'm intrigued. 11 moves were learned. 3 Pokemon joined the team. 141 floors were explored. Their name is John, and it says their team is called Plords. Playtime 4 hours 42 minutes. Adventures 41. Hello, we got a little Charmander with a little Totodile following us. I have no idea about this game. I've never played this game, but I don't know. Something about having somebody else's save is... It's interesting. It's nice to see. Like, it's something I'm curious to look at, but never played that game. Now my desk is just entirely Game Boys right now, but this was my little show and tell of the little Game Boy stuff that I've bought, and sort of, I guess, collecting in a way. It's just... they fell over. I guess collecting, but I just kind of wanted to get the stuff I had when I was a kid and just play some old nostalgic games. So yeah, I'm planning to do a little bit of upgrading to these. If you would like to see that, then let me know, because, you know, it's just nice to know if you guys want to see that. I'm going to try my hand at it and see if I can figure it out. I know some of it should be fairly simple, but I think soldering may be needed for some of the things I want to do, in which case that's a skill I have to learn, and some equipment I'm going to need to be able to do that. Like a soldering iron, really. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little video trip down memory lane. Hopefully, if you guys are similar ages to me, I guess the Game Boy Color and stuff will be nostalgic to you. Maybe you're a little bit older, the Game Boy original might be a bit nostalgic. Maybe you're a little bit younger, and the DS Lite is a bit nostalgic to you. I don't know. Maybe if you've got a DS Lite, you want an extra case, let me know, because I have too many of them. Like I said, I only really want to do one. So, hope you guys enjoyed my little Game Boy show and tell. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch up with you guys next time.